sentences here. And you are going to help complete them. So right here, I cut it out. It says, something is very cold in the winter. What do you think is very cold in the winter?
No.
The desert? Is the desert very cold?
No.
What about a rainforest? No, not. No. What about a jungle?
Hill.
No. Oh, it could be a hill.
Mountains.
I would say the mountains are usually, yes, the mountains are usually, yeah. I'm saying you're correct. The mountains are usually very cold in the winter. So I have a whole bunch of other sentences you're going to have to put back together, okay? So again, we're going to move the table over here, and I will do off this here, and so again, we'll do 3 and 3, and see if you can put them back together.
We're going to do that worksheet together now. We will show you a sentence on the screen with a blank in it. And the blank must be filled with the name of a place, like the desert or the rainforest or the mountains. And so the sentence could be something like, it never rains in the blank. And you would know that we mean desert. So you must give the correct name of the place to go in there. When you see the sentence on the screen, I want you to pause the video and write down the sentence with the correct answer in it. Before we do that, I should mention that this teacher, Megan, said that she gets a lot of rain where she is from. She is from a city called Seattle. Seattle. It's in the United States, and things rain a lot there. So just remember that as you're doing this worksheet, all right? Are you ready? Remember to pause the video after each one and write down your answer. Are you ready? Let's begin. It is often very hot in the blank. Please pause the video and write down your answer. It always rains in blank. This is the name of a city. The blank are usually very cold in the winter. It can be very humid in the blank. It occasionally rains on the blank. It rarely rains in the blank. It is almost always windy by the blank.
Okay, let's see what they are. You can sit back down. Okay. So, I did forget to tell you the name of where I live. And so what did I tell you about where I live?
Where I live. Summer?
Where I live, how often does it rain where I live? What did I tell you?
Almost always.
I told you.
Often.
Yes. So Seattle is where I live. So you guys both have that right. It always rains in Seattle. Almost always. Good job. And I already told you the mountains are usually very cold in the winter. Good job. And see, it can be very humid in the jungle. Yes. Oh, very good. Good job. It is almost always windy by the ocean. Yes. It can be very windy by the ocean. In fact, if you ever go to the ocean by my house, the trees are bent like this. they bend like this because the wind is so powerful that the trees bend, and they grow like that. Yep. Because it's so windy. They're like that forever. And we have, it rarely rains in the desert. Rarely. Remember, that's like hardly ever. It almost never rains in the desert, right? It's very dry. Okay? Good job. Yes. It is often very hot in the desert. Yes, it's very hot in the desert. And it occasionally rains on the prairies.
It's
Good. Yes,
Yay,
it occasionally
you did
rains.
right.
Good. Everybody got them right. Very good. So what you're going to do, you are going to write a weather forecast. Okay? What is a weather forecast?
I don't know.
Well, what does it involve?
I don't know.
It probably involves the weather, right? Mm-hmm. A weather forecast is you're going to predict what the weather will be like. Okay? So you could say tomorrow it will be sunny and it will be maybe a little cloudy on the prairies. Okay? So you're going to write just a couple sentences about what you think the weather will be like in here, and if you think it'll be different in one of these places. Okay? So you get out a piece of paper, and we'll write sentences. I will write you a sample. Okay. So you're writing a sentence that has some of the weather, and you're going to tell me where you are. So here I say, tomorrow it will be sunny with some clouds on the prairie. So you could say, tomorrow it will be humid in the rainforest. Tomorrow it will be stormy and windy at the ocean. Okay? So you're going to write the sentence. Do you need a piece of paper, Misha?
We're going to join the class in doing a weather forecast activity now. Forecast means to predict, to tell about the future. Sometimes when you listen to the news in your country, it will tell you what the weather will be like tomorrow. It's a forecast because it's tomorrow, it's a prediction, and you want to know what the weather will be like so that you can make sure that you dress properly for the weather. So we're going to learn how to give a weather forecast now. Normally it begins with a phrase like this. Tomorrow it will be, and then it gives an adjective. Tomorrow it will be windy. Tomorrow it will be cold. So first of all, it tells us what it will be like. There's an adjective that describes the weather. And then it will tell you where this happens. It will be in the mountains, on the desert, or someplace like that. And so your forecast could be tomorrow it will be cold in the mountains. But sometimes you want to say more than one thing about the weather, so they take two adjectives and they join them with the word and. They would say tomorrow it will be windy and cold in the mountains. Tomorrow it will be dry and sunny in the desert. Now when you use the word and, you join two adjectives with it. Adjective, then the word and, then another adjective. But sometimes they say it a different way. They say tomorrow it will be sunny with some rain. They will say two things about the weather, but they're using it a little differently. Instead of the word and, they're using the word with some. Now the phrase with some must be followed by a noun. So the formula here would be adjective plus with some and then a noun. You would not say it will be cold with some windy, because windy is an adjective. You would say it will be cold with some wind in the mountains. So I'm going to ask you to write 2 weather forecasts, and I want you to do one using the word and, do the other using with some. So the one with the word and must have 2 adjectives. The one with some must have 1 adjective and 1 noun. So your adjectives could be things like snowy, cold, dry, humid, cloudy. And the nouns could be things like rain or snow or sun. So I'm going to ask you to write 2 weather forecasts, 1 in each, and then when you have done that, you can share those with each other in your class, just like the children do. All right, are you ready? Let's begin. Please stop the video and do the activity. Okay, did you write your weather forecast? I hope you did, because we're going to listen to the children in the class now as they begin to read the weather forecasts that they have written.
Okay. So, let's hear some of your sentences.
Can I say please?
I saw Leanna's hand first. So Leanna, tell us what the weather will be like tomorrow.
Tomorrow it will be sunny with some snow on the forest.
So tomorrow it will be sunny with some snow in the forest. Good job. Very good. Very good. Okay, Martha?
Tomorrow it will be windy in the valley.
Valley. Very good. Tomorrow it will be windy in the valley. Yes. Come on up, Mika.
Tomorrow it will be snowy with some wind in the valley.
Tomorrow it will be snowy with some wind in the valley. Very good. Okay. All right, Tanya. Let's see.
Tomorrow it will be sunny and warm.
And warm. And where are you? Are you by the lake? Are you in the rainforest?
No,
Prairie? On the prairie. Okay, it'll be hot. It'll be sunny and warm in the prairie. Very good. All right, Elisa.
Tomorrow it will be snowy, windy on the forest.
In the forest. Sunny and windy in the forest. Ooh, sounds like a blizzard. Very good. So you've learned some different weather, and you've learned or reviewed our different geography terms with some new ones, and the different seasons. Very good. Good job. So you guys did an excellent job. I'm very proud of you, and we will see you later.
Well, let's wrap up. What did we learn today? Well, we learned how to talk more about the climate and geography where we live. Different kinds of geography will really have a big effect on the climate. It can be very snowy or cloudy or hot or humid. And we learned how to talk about things like hail and snow and rain. The weather can be very different. We learned that in some places we have 4 seasons in the year: winter, spring, summer, and fall or autumn. Sometimes people only have 2 seasons where they live: a rainy season and a dry season. Well, whatever the weather is where you live, whatever it is like today, I hope you have a really good day. This is English Without Limits. I'm Doug Sadler. Have a good day.